I have two plays for you, one in baseball, one in football. I'm actually going to go against my favorite team. There's no emotion in this. You have to, if you're going to be a professional, you have to just go with the data and the information that you have. So I have two plays for you guys. I'm going to hook you up with one baseball play that I really like, and then one football play that I actually don't like because it's going against my favorite team. But like I said, there's no emotion in this. The data shows that this team is going to win. So I'm going to go with it. I don't give a shit if it's going against my favorite team. We had an 8-4 day yesterday. I gave away one parlay for two quarterbacks in college, and they both hit. So that was a one parlay that hit. And then I also gave you guys one play that also hit, and then one of them didn't hit. So I did say it was a warning. I put it out there. I said, I'm a much higher tolerance for risk, and they ended up losing. It was the Oakland A's. So anyways, it was a 2-in-1 day. I do like two plays. I'm going to hook you guys up with that. Let me get started here. So let me just give you guys the proof of this 8-4 day. So it was a 3-leg parlay right here for under stolen bases. That hit. And then I had Brandon Donovan. I gave this one away for free, actually, now that I think about it. It was a 3-1 that I gave away yesterday on yesterday's live. So Brandon Donovan, I gave that away. And then I had a positive EV bet over here. That hit. Then this is the one I gave away, two quarterbacks in college. That hit. Alex Bregman, that one hit. And then Pete Alonso, that hit. And then the Yankees I gave away also. So that hit also. And then the last one I'm going to show here is the Jeremy Pena and Xavier Edwards, not to get a stolen base. And that one hit also. So 8-4 day, like I said. I'm going to hook you guys up with one in baseball today and then one in football. So let me just kind of get started here. Before I continue, though, I want to give you guys this offer. It's 1 week pass. You get 50% off for Beast Week. You're going to get all the plays for today and all of this week and all of next Sunday's football. So you'll get pretty much 7 days for free. What's up, man? Good morning. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. Good morning. Yeah, the Yankees did hit. That was an easy one for sure. All right, cool. Let me get started here. So the first one I really like here is the Cleveland Guardians. They're going against the Twins. The Twins, we've been fading them a lot this year. We've been fading the Twins a lot this year. So the only little contradiction I don't like on this game is that they started at a 134, and now they're currently at a 130. But you can see 80% of the bets, 88% of the money is coming in. They got Joey Cantillo, I should say, lower ERA over here. Richardson actually did improve, but he's not that good. You can see he says right here below average. Bullpen is also better for Cleveland. Batting is better for Cleveland. Pitching overall is better. So not only is the starter better, the bullpen is better. The overall is also better. Then you got 70% chance they're going to win over here. They're pretty standard over here. 70% overall, 70% chance. There is a lot of contradictions as far as these other numbers over here. But today with Cantillo, and then let's look deeper into Cantillo here. So this is one of the massive differences. So the reason I like this team so much is Minnesota's going against Cantillo over here. You can see, just look at this OPS. It's very low. Almost all of them, literally all of them are under 0.100, or I'm sorry, 0.1, or 1.0, I should say. So now you look over here, Cleveland versus Woods Richardson. You got 1, 2, 3. So 3 guys are over 1 point. This guy is over 2.2. So all of these guys are dominating Woods Richardson. So they got his number. They've already, they beat him. I think they're on a 9-1 run, something like that. So the Cleveland Guardians are doing very, very well right now versus a struggling Twins team. And then they got a great starter. So I really like the Guardians. I'm going with the Guardians on the money line. So if you haven't done so, guys, I did give away 2 picks yesterday on the free picks, but then I also gave away on the live. I did 4 picks, and it was a 3-1 on the live, and then a 1-1 on the free picks. But anyways, if you're not getting those free picks, go to the link in the description, get the free picks right there. All right. And then, like I said, if you get the 1 week, the link is in the description. You can type in the word Beast Week. You'll get 50% off for that. Football, Dallas is going against the Bears. I'm from Chicago. I love the Bears, but I'm gonna fade the Bears today, and I'll tell you why. They're ranked the worst defense in football right now. So they're literally the worst team in football for defense. They're also missing 4 key defensive players. They allowed 8.8 yards per play in week 2. Cowboys offense is producing 478 yards last game, and Dak Prescott is actually 88 passing grade. So this is a clear mismatch for today. And then I actually fixed a lot of this information. I still have some little bit of details here for football, but a lot of this information is fixed. So now NFL is actually part of the sharp edge. And let me show you what this is. So the line moved from a +3, and it's currently at a -1.5. When you have to pay attention, very important in any sport, is if a team is underdog at the starting line, like they were, like Dallas was a underdog right here at a +3, and now they're currently favorite. They flip-flop from underdog to favorite. You have to pay attention to that. So one big thing is that, like I mentioned, is that the Cowboys are doing very well, and in game 2 they did very well as well. I just showed you all the numbers, and then the Bears are the worst defense. So whenever this line dropped, especially Chicago being at home, they're a little bit better at home. But whenever this line dropped, they were underdog, and now they're favorite. So that's a big, big indication here, especially with 80% of the money's coming in, only 43% of the bets. So this is very important also. If you start learning how to read line moves and stuff, it'll tell you here 43% of the bets is coming in on the Cowboys, yet the line is moving that dramatic from an underdog to a favorite. That means sharp money is coming in heavily on Dallas. I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm playing this, so just give me a second. I'm getting there. I also added over-unders here. I'm not taking too crazy looks on that just yet, but once week 5 or week 6 come around, I'll start getting into the over-unders. But you can see it started at a 47, currently at a 50. Most of the money's usually coming in on the unders for football, unless there's like crazy weather and stuff like that. But 80% of the bets, 70% of the money's coming in on the under. These are all just a bunch of numbers here. I'm not going to get into it. I already explained the important ones. But just in the last 5 games, including last season, the Cowboys are 4-1. The Bears are 2-3. You can see they outnumber them in pretty much every category: passing profile, rushing profile, insights. And then you got defensive performance. Pretty much in every category that Dallas does is beating the Bears. So the way I'm going to play this, I'm going to go with I'm buying it back to the original line, but I'm taking an extra half a point. So let me pull it up so you can see exactly what I went with. Give me a second. So let me just show you the slip for the Guardians. So there's the slip for the Guardians. Cleveland Guardians, I was able to get them at a 132. I know they're more expensive than that now, but that's what I was able to get them at. And then this is what I'm going to go with the Cowboys here. So I'm taking the Cowboys at a +3.5, and I'm going to pay the juice. So what you can do, this is what I'm going to explain. Very important is there's something called key numbers in football. Obviously, they can win by 3. They can win by anything basically, but usually there's key numbers, which is the field goals and the touchdowns. So obviously there's the extra points, the 2-point conversions, and all the safeties and all this other stuff. But usually the key numbers are 3 and 7. So in this example, it's a +3.5, and I'm paying the extra juice at the 195. That if they win, the Bears can actually win this game, even if they win by 3. So let's say at the end of the game they're tied, they kick a field goal, whatever, they're up by 3. So the Bears win by 3. I still win the bet because this is a +3.5. What this means is that the Cowboys can lose, but as long as they don't lose by 4. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's just I'm buying it back past the key number of 3. It's an early morning. I have a football party to go to, so I'm gonna go watch this game. It's the Cowboys fan. He's throwing a party, so we'll see what happens. Let me know if you guys want me to go through any other games. I can take a look at it. Let me show you the sharp plays real quick. So these are just moderate confidence. Usually what I like to do is look at these sharp plays and then start my research from there. And then I go and I look at the line move, the head-to-head trends, the what else? The what pretty much everything on here. So pretty much everything that's listed on here is what I look at. So I look at the line movement, I look at the pitching analysis, I look at the bullpen analysis, the batting analysis, then the projections, and then the ninth inning, if they're going to be batting or not, then the team records overall, and then the game insights, and then the overall picture of what they're looking at. So basically, that's what I look at every day. I start the research from the sharp plays and tells me what I should be looking at. Then I look at all this information here, and I match everything up like that. So if it does, everything makes sense in that order, then I place the bet. So again, guys, if you guys want the sharp edge, check the link in the description. Also, if you want the 1 week, the link is also in the description for the 1 week, and then you get 50% off for that. So, all right, good luck, everybody. Thank you so much. Let's have a great Sunday. 2 days ago was a massive 7-1 day. I made about, I think, $400 or something. I just raised my unit size. Yesterday was an 8-4 day. I think I made about like 50 or $100 or something. So I just raised my unit size. Every play I'm doing is either $100 or $50, depending on how confident. And then I'm just keeping it like that. So if we have a solid day today, we should be decent. All right, guys, let's have a great day. Thank you.